Manchester United football director John Murtough has stepped down after 11 years of service with the club. The change comes as new minority owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe and his Ineos team continue to reshuffle the pack at Old Trafford.
Murtough joined Man United in 2013 with a CV that had him working at the Premier League, Everton and Fulham. The 50-year-old has been the football director for over 5 years after spending his initial time with United in charge of the academy and scouting.
And now The Athletic have reported that his time with the club has come to an end. It is expected that he will be replaced by Newcastle sporting director Dan Ashworth, who is a long-term target of Man United and is currently on gardening leave as a result of the club's interest.
Read more in FOOTBALLRUBE. Awakening. Ruben Amorim reaches verbal agreement to become next Liverpool manager. Hot Wheels win a stunning Mercedes G-Wagon plus £5,000 from just 89p with our code, while Southampton's director of football Jason Wilcox is also anticipated to join the Manchester Giants as technical director in the near future. It is said that United are hopeful Wilcox will join their project in the coming weeks once they are able to reach an agreement over compensation with the Saints.
Whereas the process of bringing Ashworth in is expected to take significantly longer. It has been reported that Newcastle are holding out for £20 million in compensation for their chief, who they only brought in from Brighton themselves in early 2022.
Most read in football. Game off. Huge EFL clash postponed again as Storm Kathleen batters Britain. Ring of Steel. Spanish cops activate all alert systems amid ISIS threat to Real vs City. Awakening. Ruben Amorim reaches verbal agreement to become next Liverpool manager. Seeing red. Ronaldo sent off for elbow before almost furiously punching ball at ref. Casino special. Best casino welcome offers and outs since Sir Jim Ratcliffe takeover. Here are some of the personnel changes at Old Trafford since Sir Jim Ratcliffe's takeover. In Sir Dave Brailsford, acting as Ratcliffe's right-hand man, the former British cycling boss is now the director of sport at Ineos. Omar Berrada, pinched from Manchester City, he has been appointed the club's new chief executive. Dan Ashworth has been placed on gardening leave at Newcastle as Man United look to seal a deal to make him their new sporting director. Jason Wilcox quit Southampton and is expected to arrive at Old Trafford as technical director. Outs. Richard Arnold left his role as CEO in November, but only stepped down from the board in February. John Murtough quit as Man Utd's football director after 11 years at Old Trafford, but United are understood to be hoping to convince the Magpies to settle for a figure significantly below their requested fee. Other senior figures are also arriving in the coming months, with Omar Berrada due to take up his role as chief executive in the summer in a switch from local rivals Manchester City.
Scott McTominay reveals 2 strict rules implemented by Erik ten Hag at Man United. Former Man United midfielder Darren Fletcher is currently the technical director at the club, but it is reported that he will be placed under a new unconfirmed title as part of the shake-up. Ratcliffe and his Ineos team have been making big changes from the top down since they were being put in charge of football operations following their 27.
7% takeover. As well as a number of new execs through the door at the Theatre of Dreams, they have also begun a financial review of the club. It has been reported that Ratcliffe has enlisted the help of financial experts Interpath to conduct a cost-cutting review at the club to keep their finances in line with Financial Fair Play, FFP, and Profit and Sustainability Rules, PSR.
The review has already seen department heads' credit cards cut off and access to chauffeured private cars taken away from a number of senior figures. Willy Camboire wants to become rock at the back for Man United. But Erik ten Hag probably won't be around to see it be Ken Lawrence. Erik ten Hag insists he is still the right man to take Manchester United forward.
The Dutchman believes he can recapture their former glories, despite escaping for the second time in a row what could have been humiliation by Liverpool at the weekend. And teen Willy Camboire revealed his passion is to become a rock at the heart of United's defence after making just his second start of the season against their bitter rivals.
United trailed 1-0 at half-time on Sunday, but fought back to take a 2-1 lead before Mo Salah's 84th-minute equaliser from the penalty spot. Ten Hag was pleased with the second-half performance, declaring it another signal and message for the future, before adding, "The team and squad have high potential."
Yet the Old Trafford chief sounds more and more like he has his finger stuck in a leaky dike and does not think it is going to hold. Comeback or not, United still threw away a lead for the third time in 8 days following their 4-3 defeat to Chelsea and 1-1 draw with Brentford, both deep into injury time.
And his body language suggests he expects to be crossing it to go back to Holland with his P45 this summer. Click here to read Ken Lawrence's comment piece in full. To read more from Ken Lawrence, click here.